So, ito ang unang sample problem natin. Sabi niya, from CE, board, May 2011. Sana tao na kayo nito. Okay? A water tank 3 meter in diameter and 6 meter in height is made of steel having a thickness of 12 millimeter. Okay? When the tank is filled with water, determine the circumferential stress. When the tank is filled with water, determine the longitudinal stress at the bottom of the tank. And then 3, if the circumferential stress is limited to 5 megapascal, what is the maximum height of water that the tank may be filled? So we only have 3 problems given sa atin yung diameter ng tank. Hindi in-specify kung inside or outside diameter yan. So we assume na inside diameter ang tinutukoy ng ating problem. Ano? So sabi dito, again, the inside diameter is 3 meters. So thickness is 12 millimeters. So check muna natin yung ratio ng radius. Our radius is 1,500 millimeter. And our thickness is 12 millimeter. Okay? That is equal to 125 ang kanilang ratio, which is greater than 10. So, pwede natin sabihin na ito ay tenfold. Okay. So, continuing. So, sure na tayo na ito ay tin-walled. Since cylindrical yung ating tank, pwede tayo gumamit ng formula. Pero for now, I think much better kung malaman muna natin yung konsepto, i-apply muna natin dito, tapos i-check natin. Okay? Later on. So, ang tanong sa atin nung una, number 1, ay circumferential stress. Pwedeng tangential stress yon, pwedeng hoop stress, pwedeng girth stress. So, that is sigma sub t. Okay? Sabi natin, yung sigma sub t, nakukuha natin pagka kinat natin longitudinally yung tank. So, yung water tank daw natin ay cylindrical in cross-section. Kaya, dahil sa diameter, patayo yung gagawin kong drawing sa tank. Okay? Ito yung ating tank. Again, the diameter here is 3 meters. Okay? And the length of our tank is 6 meters. Okay? So, para makita natin yung ating transverse or yung ating tangential stress, kailangan natin siyang ikat longitudinally. So, pagka kinat natin yung ating tank, ang maiiwan sa atin ay something like ayan. So, pag kinat natin yung tank, ito ang ating makikita. Again, may force dito galing sa pressure. Then, meron tayong dalawang nagre-resist. Okay? Now, for the dimension, ito hanggang dito, that is our diameter. And then, ito ay ang ating thickness. And then, meron tayong length L. Okay? So, yan yung ating tank. Yan yung kanyang internals. Okay? So, sabi natin, by summation forces horizontal is equal to 0, our FP, the force due to pressure, is equivalent sa dalawang resistance R. Okay? So, yun, R, tsaka R. Okay? Now, since pressure is force over area, again, ang ginagamit natin na area ay yung area projected by pressure. So, this area. Ito yung para kay pressure. Yan. Okay? So, we can say that our FP, ito na lang, our FP is pressure times the area. Okay? So, pressure multiplied by our area, this in this case is diameter. Diameter yung lapad niya. Yung taas naman niya ay length. So, PDL or pressure DL. Okay, multiplied by the diameter multiplied by the length. And yung ating single resistance, ang area naman na nagre-resist para hindi siya sumabog or mag-burst ay ito, which is ang lapad niya ay thickness, ang height niya ay L. So that is 2 multiplied by the stress on the tank wall multiplied by the thickness times the length. So that is yung stress natin is equivalent to the R nung isang ano lang na to, isang area all over the thickness times the length. Kaya tayo merong sigma TL. Cancel na si L. Again, our stress now, tangential ito, is equivalent to PD over 2T. So, the-derive na naman ulit natin. So, our stress tangential is, according to the problem, walang given na pressure. Pero ang sabi, filled with waters. Kung puno ito ng tubig, then our pressure is density, gravity, height. Okay? So, the pressure now, the density of water is 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter multiplied by the gravity na 9.81 meters per second squared and the height of water na 6 meters. So our P is 1,000 times 9.81 times 6. 58,860 Pascal, or that is 58.86 kilo Pascal. Okay. So, yung diameter natin ay naka-meter. Yung thickness natin ay naka-mm. So, we have to be consistent on the units. So, it is either we go back to the base units or we convert everything to megapascal or in Newton. So, let's say our pressure na lang, gawin na lang natin Newton per millimeter squared. So, the unit is Newton per millimeter. Okay? So, itong 58.86, that is equivalent sa 0.5886 megapascal. Okay? So, 0.5886 megapascal, or that is Newton per millimeter squared multiplied by our diameter na 3,000 millimeter divided by the two thickness na 2 times 12 millimeter. So, that is 0.5886 times 3,000 all over 2 times 12. We have 73 0.575, cancel na to, Newton per millimeter squared. So basically, kahit yung pressure natin ay naka-kilopascal, ay, hindi to megapascal, kulang na isang zero. That should be 0.0, okay? 586. So anyways, pinapakita ko lang dito na ang dapat lang na consistent na unit mo ay yung thickness and diameter kasi ratio nga ito. Okay? So, ito, we can use yung kilopascal. Pag ginamit natin yung kilopascal na 58.86 kPa, kPa din ang magiging unit ng ating stress. Okay? And that is, let's try to solve it again. 58.86 times 3,000 yung diameter natin over times 2 times 24. We have 2 times 12, but 2 times 24. 2 times 12, we have Ayaw sumulat. 7,357.5 kilopascal or our stress is 7.357 megapascal. And that is our answer for this one. Okay, let's proceed with the next question. The next question is longitudinal stress. Okay? So sabi natin, 'di ba? Longitudinal stress or the tangential stress is 2 times ng longitudinal stress. Okay? Dalawang longitudinal stress. So our longitudinal stress is tangential stress over 2 which will give us 7.357 megapascal over 2 or our longitudinal stress is 3678.75 kPa. Ay, sorry. Dinivide na nga pala natin sa 2. 3.6788 megapascal. Okay? So, this is our answer for this problem. Ay, sorry, meron pang last one pala. If the circumferential stress or the tangential stress din yun is limited to 5 megapascal, what is the maximum height of water the tank may be filled? So, ang tinatanong naman sa atin ay height ng water when the tangential stress is limited to 5 megapascal. Sabi natin kanina, our tangential stress is equivalent sa PD over 2T. Okay? But our pressure is density, gravity, times height. Since we are limited to 5 megapascal, we have to convert it into pascal kasi the unit of this is pascal. So we have to be consistent. So our rho is 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter. Our gravity ay 9.81 meters per second squared. And our height is unknown. Okay? Multiplied by, so pressure pa lang ito, multiplied by the diameters na 3,000 mm divided by 2 times 12 mm. So cancel. Ang matitira na lang sa atin ay yung meter inside this PA. Okay? So therefore, our height is 5 times 10 to 6 alpha equal. So 1,000 times 9.81 times 9.81 alpha x times 3,000 over 24. So our height is 4.077 meters. So, yan daw dapat lang yung height ng tubig para hindi siya sumabog kung ang pressure natin or ang ating circumferential stress is limited to 5 megapascal. Okay? Let's proceed with the next sample problem. Sabi dito, a large pipe called penstock in a hydraulic work is 1.5 meter in diameter. So let's assume that's inside diameter na tinutukoy. Here it is composed of wooden staves bound together by a flat steel band 50 mm wide and 6 mm thick, with the maximum tensile stress permitted in the steel bands of 300 megapascal. Determine the maximum bursting pressure if the tank contains a water on the depth of 30 meters. The maximum density of water is 1,000 kg per cubic meter. Then determine the maximum tensile force in each steel bands if it has a factor of safety of 2.5, and then determine the spacing of the steel bands near the bottom of the penstock. Okay, so ito yung penstock natin. Ito yung mga pipe na ginagamit nung araw nung makalumang panahon nagawa sa bakal tapos inaakap ng gawa sa kahoy then inaakap ng mga bands na gawa sa bakal. Okay? Parang bariles yung mga ginagamit ng pirata pero in this case tubo siya, mahabang tubo na nagko-connect ng tubig, pwedeng ginagamit sa mga dams, pwedeng ginagamit sa any reservoir para i-transfer yung water. Okay? So dito ang tanong lang sa atin for number 1, ano daw yung maximum bursting pressure kapag ang tubig ay 30 meters? So, pressure lang yung tanong sa atin. That is pressure equivalent to the density, gravity times height. Okay? So, our bursting pressure is the density of water, 1,000 kilogram per cubic meter. Then, our gravity is 9.81 meters per second squared. Then, our height is 30 meters. Okay, sorry. Unknown tuloy. So, this is Pascal now. So, 1,000 times 9.81 times 30 meters. Okay. This is 294, 300 Pascal. Or our pressure is 294.3 kilopascal. This is our answer for this problem. So, madali lang, ano? Number 2, ang tanong naman sa atin for number 2, maximum tensile force in each steel band if it has a factor of safety of 2.5. So, yung tensile force sa steel band, tawagin na lang natin T, tensile force sa steel band. Ano? Okay? So, that T daw ay hinahanap when the factor of safety is 2.5. Remember that our factor of safety, that is equivalent to the allowable stress over the working stress or the allowable stress, W nga pala yung subscript natin doon, over the actual stress. So kung ang factor of safety natin ay 2.5 at ang working stress natin ay 300 megapascal, therefore, yung actual lang dapat niya ay 300 over 2.5. 120 megapascal. Ito lang daw dapat yung dinadala ng ating steel band considering a factor of safety na 2.5. Although ang capacity niya ay 300 megapascal, hindi raw natin pwedeng sagarin yon. Kailangan mag-iwan tayo ng a factor of safety na 2.5. Okay? Next, hindi yan yung tanong. Ang tanong sa atin ay yung ating tensile force. Di ba? Since yung steel band natin, nire-resist niya yung pressure, ito yung steel band, i-draw lang ni sir. Parang may mali sa drawing ko. Saan? Okay. Yan. Yan yung steel band natin. Sabi sa atin nung problem, yung mga walls daw ng steel band na to nakaka-experience ng 120 megapascal due to a tension T. Okay? Ito rin, nakaka-experience din siya ng 120 megapascal kasi may tension sa kanya. Yun yung resistance ng tank. Yung tensile force na yan na mismo yung resistance ng tank para hindi siya sumabog. So, our stress now is equivalent to T. Isa lang ang i-analyze natin, isang segment lang kasi equal lang naman yan. Okay? So, our force T or our tensile force T divided by yung area ng steel band. Okay? Sige. So, this is 120 Newton per millimeter squared. Hinahanap sa atin yung tensile force or yung resistance ng steel band. And according to the problem, yung steel band natin, ang kanyang dimension ay we have 6 millimeter thick. Tapos, siya naman ay 50 millimeter wide. So, yan yung steel band natin. Ngayon, ito yung area na nagre-resist ng tensile force. So, this is 50 mm by 6 mm. So, cancel na yung mm. So, we have 120 times 50 times 6. We have 36,000. So our tensile force is 36,000 Newton. Or this is T is equal to 36 kilonewton. So ito ngayon yung force na kine-carry ng steel band considering a factor of safety na 2.5 and a working stress na 300 megapascal. Next, the last question is, ang tinatanong sa atin, determine the spacing of the bands near the bottom of the penstock. So, kung ito yung bariles natin, ang tinatanong sa atin, gaano daw kalayo yung pagitan nung bawat steel band. Okay, so ganito. Kung ako yung steel band, imagine niyo meron tayong tatlong tao. Si tao 1, si tao 2, saka si tao 3. Silang tatlo, may buhat-buhat na lag. Okay? So sabi, dapat equal ng buhat kasi equal naman yung spacing nila. Okay? So, si tao 1, ang nire-resist niya ay, so hatiin natin sa tatlo, ang nire-resist niya ay ito. Si tao 2, ang nire-resist niya ay ito. Si tao 3 naman, ang nire-resist niya ay ito. Okay? So, dapat equal daw sila. So, in this case, ang proper location of our spacing is yung mga center to center nung ating mga span. So, ito yung area na nire-resist ng steel band na ito. Okay? So, yan yung area niya. Kung ito-draw natin, wag na, ayun na pala, nakadrawing na. Okay? So, therefore, pag nag-analyze tayo ng problem, kung i-analyze natin yung ating penstock, pag kinat natin siya, daming drawing. Then, lagyan natin siya ng steel bands. So, dito, meron tayong steel band. Okay, then, another steel band dito. Ano nai-imagine ninyo? Yan. So, ang kine-carry ng steel band na to, dito, ito mismo, ay yung spacing S lang. Okay? So, yung nagke-carry nung ibang band nung ibang span ay ibang steel band na. Okay? Now, so mangyayari dito, yung steel band natin, since di ko pala na-drawing yung sa kabilang side, ito na lang isa i-draw ni sir. Yan, para mabilis. Okay? Yung steel band natin dito, may nire-resist siya dito na force due to pressure. Okay? Tapos ito namang ating steel bands, sabi natin kanina, yan ay under a tensile force na nakuha na natin kanina. So in this case, yung force due to pressure na nire-resist niya ay yun lang sakop niya. So, ito na lang yung force due to pressure niya. Okay? Kasi, yung ating other force due to pressure sa kabilang side, nire-resist na yan ng ibang steel band. Okay? So, ito lang yung coverage niya. Yan lang ang sakop niya. So, again, we have FP is equal to 2T. Na-compute na natin yung tensile force doon sa ating material. That is 36 kilonewton. So, the force due to pressure nga, sabi natin, pressure, sir, is force over area. So, therefore, our FP is the pressure, okay, which is we already solved, multiplied by the area. Ang area na lang ngayon na ina-applyan natin ng pressure, if this is the diameter, is diameter multiplied by S na lang. So, the pressure is diameter multiplied by S. So, therefore, our FP is P ds. Ba't ba malaking P yung pressure ni sir? Maliit na P lang dapat si pressure. So, P ds equivalent sa 2T. So, our pressure, according to the problem, is 294.3 kilopascal. So, 294.3. Since naka-kilopascal ito, gawin natin munang Newton meter lahat para hindi tayo mahirapan. So, times 10 raised to 3 Newton. This is our pressure. Newton per meter squared. This is our pressure. Our diameter is 3 meters. Hinahanap natin yung length S. And our tensile force is dalawang 36 times 10 to 3 Newton. Okay? So, cancel na to. Cancel ito. Matitira sa ating SI in meters. And that is 0.163 meters. Or S is 163 millimeter. So, this should be the spacing of our hoops at the bottom of our tank. Take note dito, na-compute natin yung spacing dahil hinati natin yung pressure. Ang nire-resist lang na pressure ng isang steel band ay yung sa spacing S. Hindi niya na-covered yung sa ibang steel band. Ito lang yung kanya. Okay? Yan lang. So, yan lang ang kine-carry nung ating hoops. Ay, ba't ba ganun? Yan. So, yung area lang na yan. Under the spacing. Okay? So, let's proceed with the next two problem, but let's continue that on a next discussion.